And by now, we all know that in moderation, red wine can be good for you. Well, guess what? Not all red wines are created equal. So we're inviting you to our first ever visit to the Red Wine Bar. Serving everything from Merlot to Cabernet to good old-fashioned Pinot.
Well, I'm going to kick this off. So for the ladies who are worried about, their waistline and things like that, if you have a Malbec, basically it has the lowest calories and sugars of the red wines. But if your man keeps going, hey, this is low calorie, sweetie, drink up, drink up, drink up, be careful, because it has the highest content of alcohol. And a Cabernet, if you're thinking about a Cab, this has the highest level of polyphenols, which is that heart-healthy, chemical. So if you're thinking about your heart health and red wine, then you want to use this because this has the highest level of those flavonoids, which is great.
And next, Syrah, also known as Shiraz. What's particular about this? It's also high in polyphenols, which is good for heart health. Mm-hmm. But when you're drinking Shiraz, remember that the Australian and the California Shiraz do have a higher alcohol content.
Yeah, what's that alcohol content?
Now, you're talking about calories. Mm-hmm. If you are drinking your wine and counting calories, Zinfandel has a tendency to have the highest calorie count. And the Zinfandels made in California do have a higher alcohol content, so you got to be careful.
So this is a Pinot Noir, which I've always enjoyed. This is the highest in resveratrol. We talk about resveratrol a lot. Highest concentration of resveratrol. And it's, to me, a little bit milder red wine. Mm-hmm. So if you don't like some of the intensity of maybe the Cabernets, this might be a good choice.
And we mentioned that in our book, our 5-minute health fixes, that Pinot Noirs do have the highest level of resveratrol, especially varieties coming from the Oregon coast.
That's a word you don't want to say after you've had a couple of these.
Resveratrol.
Resveratrol. And for those of you out there who don't drink alcohol, there is some evidence that red grapes, grape juice may have some of the same benefits, but I do have to caution you, grape juice loaded with sugar, so you have to be very careful in that regard. Mm-hmm. So in moderation, you can enjoy your red wines. And I can tell you right now, I think the beauty of red wine is trying a bunch of different ones, finding the ones you like.
Well, can we try them all, or I don't think so.
Is it possible to say, you know what? Thanks so much for joining us today. We'll see you next time.